Hello, hello. Check, check, check. Check. 1, 2, check, check, check. Alrighty. Hitting that -5 that we're looking for here. So this is the JamStation demo here that I promised you guys. So let me open something up and share it here. 1 second. Actually, okay, so what is a jam station? Basically, this is an idea that Gnarls and I curated to try and figure out, really what's the best way to stream content and what's a way to introduce kids and people in general to new music in the old way of doing it because we think it's better. Now, the idea is that this will benefit everybody involved. So first thing I'm going to do is show you a quick video, because this fucking asshole did some work yesterday that completely screwed up everything we were doing for the past couple months, per usual. So let me share it here. Alrighty, so please ignore how fast the video is. He tried to be smart and do a time lapse by himself, but he's not very good with technology, and he set it to go too fast. So we're just going to work with it as we have it, because that's what we have to do. And as we go through this, I'll just kind of pause it and help you understand what's going on in the video. So this is the demo here. So this is him just wandering around trying to find his head flashlight, because Gnarls is a fucking idiot and loses everything. He completely tore apart our entire jam station we already had set up. So as you can see here, he found his headlamp, and he's setting up the most difficult part of the jam station, and that is getting your computer and your computer's mic system to work in tandem with the Tascam 12, which is the mixer that will allow all of this to happen. So we have codenamed basically the souped up supercomputer, which a lot of us have. We've codenamed that the game station. The Tascam 12 is a mixer by Tascam that actually also works as an audio interface, if you've heard of those. If not, I recommend looking it up. And basically that will allow us to control all the volumes that is going to be going into our content creation station, which is actually a small computer that is capturing everything. So I'm actually going to show my camera here real quick and walk you through exactly what those are. So let me put the camera up so you can see it. So we have our game station down here. That's just a souped up gaming computer that a lot of you have. We have our Tascam 12 set up over here. Again, that's a mixer slash audio interface that will help us get all the volumes that we need, especially if you want to include instruments. But it's very useful to have music and the game audio go through, as well as your mic, which is a very difficult thing to do that we've solved. And then we have just a simple Dell Optiplex here, which is we have codenamed as the content creation station, or the C2 station. This is where the music's going to come from. This is where you're going to actually be streaming from and capturing all of the game footage that you'll be creating, or whatever you decide to stream. This camera that I'm using right now is hooked up. You can see the USB right here, and it's all being fed through OBS, which I'll talk about in just a minute. So where does that leave us? Let's watch the rest of the video so I can explain kind of what's happening and why this is pertinent to what you guys are interested in. So let me get my mouse back to where it's supposed to be. Okay, it's deciding not to. 1 second. Okay, so let me turn this mic off. We'll play this. So he is currently hooking up the so right now he's currently hooking up the sound in a stereo format out of the game station into the jam station. Again, that is the gaming computer into the Tascam 12. And right here, he is showing you the two pieces of equipment. So the first piece of equipment that I want to draw attention to is, let me go back a little bit more. This, which is, this is actually a ground, I forgot exactly what it's called, but it's basically a 3.5. So there's a 3.5 input, male input, to a 3.5 female output. And this actually really reduces the electrical interference that you get from your GPU in your gaming station. The reason you need that is you won't hear that electrical interference through the stream, but you will hear it in your headphones coming off of the JamStation. So we're going to keep going here. Now this item that he has in his hand now is, let's see here. Okay, this right here is the stereo output of that would plug into that previous item that I showed there, the 3.5 female, into a dual stereo output. So the red one is the right, the white one's the left. That will go directly into the mixer, and what that allows to happen is for seamless sound from anything from your computer, your game station, into the mixer, and then the mixer will send it via USB into the C2 station. So he'll show that real quick here. So he's showing right there. You're putting it into the stereo ins into the mixer, Tascam 12, aka JamStation. And then we keep playing this. So now, let me go back here. So now in this picture, you'll see this red is actually the mic. So this is coming from the JamStation back to your computer, and this will give you in-game, I should say, game chat in your game. So like in Halo, I can talk to my teammates with the same microphone I'm using. So I'll turn on my webcam again so you can see what I'm talking about. So this mic is basically being sent to, it's being sent directly to this Tascam, the Tascam right here. Okay, and what we're doing is we're using a monitor out. So you'll see here, there's one dial here that is pointed towards like 2 o'clock, and that is a monitor out. What that means is that it's a mono signal going out of the mixer into our computer, into these, into this part right here. Hang on, let me find my mouse. 1 second. Oh, there it is. Okay. Into right here. And again, that's just enabling our mic so we can do game chat, because that's really where we're going to create our content. This green one is going to receive that 3.5 millimeter output that was part of the grounding loop. Fuck, I got to redo this. God damn it. Okay, hang on.